Hi, my name's Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Matsuricon 2017 with my good friend, Miss Jennifer Cihi. How you doing?
Hi, nice to see you again. You have your new hat on. Welcome to Matsuricon. I haven't been here yet, and I'm loving this con and this whole situation here.
Alrighty, so it's been a little bit since the last time we got the chance to talk. It was at ColossalCon 2015. How have you been since then?
Great. Everything's doing good. I'm still singing a lot and performing and doing Sailor Moon conventions and concerts, and amazed at the fan base that I still have, and I'm just grateful to be 51. I'm not supposed to tell my age, but I'm proud that I'm 51 and I still get to sing for a living, so grateful.
Very welcome to have you back. So last time we didn't get the chance to talk about the fact you were on Nickelodeon's Roadhouse. How did that project go, and what tips did you learn from being on the show?
Okay, Roundhouse.
Roundhouse, yeah.
It's okay. Roundhouse, yes, it was on Nickelodeon, and I actually did that. I was doing that show at the same time when I got the audition for Sailor Moon, so that all kind of happened at the same time. It was a really fun project, and I got to sing and act and do comedy, and I still have great friends from that experience, and you can still see it on YouTube. I sang the theme song for the show. And also I was the main singer on the show, so every show had a common thread of like a good message for kids. So one was about bullying, or there was one about being the dorky kid and still being cool. So it was the thing I learned was that TV and film and music really reaches people that they don't even know the level it reaches them. So it was a really awesome project.
I'm not going to lie, I'm singing your song in my head right now. We didn't talk last time about you doing the Sailor Moon Symphony in LA. How did that concert go?
Well, I've actually worked at the Sarah Symphony now 4 times. So my friend Stephanie DeLeo, she actually founded the guy that heads up the Sarah Symphony, Sailor Moon inspired symphony, and his name is Bobby Crow, and he has quite a cool project where we've gone to Canada, LA twice, and one other venue, and I can't remember where it was. So he orchestrates all the music. Used to be the source music, and he'd orchestrate with for 30 pieces of violins and cellos and horn section, everything. And then when Stephanie contacted him and got me to work with him and introduced us, he added the music and the singing up. So it keeps growing. Every time I do one of the performances, he'll add like another cool dynamic to it. So check it out, sarahsymphony.com. And you'll see my performance on there, many of them.
Well, we look forward to seeing those. And what does it mean for you to be part of the Sailor Moon family?
Well, I have often said this to fans and girls that come up to me crying when they talk about the power of love or my only love. Music is therapy. And I think that people, when they hear something that helps them or hurts them, they remember that in their soul. So these songs, even though they're more than 20 years old, and I think they sound dated now when you listen to the original soundtrack, because it was the 90s, and everything was like looped in and stuff. Yeah. The producer, Michael Bangiat, actually saw him in LA a couple weeks ago, and he reminded me that when we first did the project, they were just 60-second songs in the series, because I had forgotten all this. So many years had gone by, and my slight dementia. And he said, Jennifer, they went so crazy over this, they wanted us to make an album. So then we had to write a full song and come back in to record it. And by the way, I did not sing the theme song. I want to clear that up. It wasn't me. I just want to always be clear. They hired someone else to do that. I think I might have done it in the original part just for like the demo. But they use kids and stuff, and I think it's a misconception. It's all great. We're all part of it, so it's all good. But people always assume that I sang that, but I did not. So I don't want to take credit for something I didn't do, which is no problem. But those songs, people, I'm always humbled and amazed at that these songs are timeless, because it was important to those kids when they watched that. And even now, people coming to it at much late, like the moms are starting to show their kids the original and watching the Viz and the Crystal, and they still come up to me and say they have a story about that song, or they just like the song. So I'm just baffled and I just get to keep doing this. So I'm grateful.
Speaking about Sailor Moon and some of your other wonderful projects, you're now launching a candle and jewelry company.
I live in Nashville, and I have a house kind of on the lake. So it's called Lake House Studios. And I've been making jewelry and doing a lot of crafts since I was very little. And I didn't really have time to really work on it full time. And I had an injury recently, so I had to quit my current kind of day job that I've been doing back in Nashville. And I kind of took a leap of faith, and I said, I think that with Sailor Moon, I have a market that I haven't, like those vendors, I could be a vendor, but yet the fact that I'm Sailor Moon is even cooler. And I make a lot of really neat stuff. I made this piece, jewelry, I make candles. So it's going to be some related to Sailor Moon. I'm going to do some inspirations of Sailor Moon, but I also am making some vintage pieces with sterling silver and gold, like old crosses from my travels and my grandmother's old rosaries. I'm kind of up-purposing and making some really neat things that I'm inspired by. Nashville has a lot of really cool artisans there. So Lake House Studios, I haven't really launched the website yet, but I'm working on it. So stay tuned. And when you go to my Facebook page, I'm going to add a link so you can order some, or when you come to a con, I'm going to bring some stuff. And I'm just really excited because I love to create. So that's what I'm doing.
Alrighty, and so going into last time we were with you, we discussed about mental health in children and adults. How do you like that? And I know that you have a new passion and a new foundation, so how can we get in touch? I think we have a special guest with us today.
Stephanie DeLeo, my good friend and partner in a company called Mariposa that we founded about a couple years ago. We've been working on it for quite some time, but we recently have done some really cool stuff, and I'm going to turn it over to her so she can tell you about it. This is Stephanie.
So last year we spoke at the Mental Health America National Conference in DC. We did some interactive theater panel where we sort of found a creative way to foster that conversation. And now we are speaking at schools and colleges and churches and providing support for all of that. So we are very excited to start this endeavor. The page will go live soon, and it's going to be transformmariposa.com. You can find us on Melly B Global. That's MELIBEE global.com, and we have that's where you can find us as speakers on that page, and we're just excited, and we like bridging the gap between Comic-Con as well as this project because we think it's a universal theme. And that's that. And I'm sporting Lake House Studios designs right here. These are my Lake House Studio design. I just want to say I'm wearing that line of jewelry from Miss Sailor Moon. I'm going to turn it back to you.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Alrighty, and one of our last fun questions that we have for you is that this year's Matsuricon is Magical Girl versus Mecha. Which side do you support? And it's a wonderful battle here for charity.
Well, that's a hard decision to make. And I've been, sweating since I got here on Friday, and I'm not sure. It might be a surprise at the last minute, but I think it's clear that Magical Girls will be my decision. And also, this con is really cool because they do a whole fundraiser for cancer research. My mom died of lung cancer 8 years ago. So I told Nicole I'm giving half of what all I make in my selling of my stuff to the foundation. Wow. And it's not like I make thousands of dollars here because I don't have a table, but I've never done that before. And last night before my concert, when she was talking and telling me, because a lot of other cons do have certain things they raise money for, certain foundations, but when she told and the whole opening ceremonies, I thought, what, I feel like pulled to do this and called. So when you're here, come buy some stuff from me because half of it's going to the foundation. Yay. And I'm so glad she's doing that.
Alrighty, now other than the jewelry and the concerts and the CDs, any other projects you want your fans to know about that we didn't discuss today?
No, I think we've overdone it. Oh, yes. Okay. See, she reminded me. So I'm really proud of my friend, Stephanie DeLeo. She's an amazing writer, and we've been working together, and it's mostly been for Sailor Moon. And so she submitted about a year ago this amazing story article. What would you call a story? A short story to the Chicken Soup for the Soul book series. And she goes, hey, I wrote this really cool thing, and we'll just see if it gets taken. And a lot of people write in their stories, and the theme of the book is
It's sort of how I met her and became friends with the superhero Sailor Moon, and how we turned that.
Now, what's the theme of the book, though?
Dreams and the unexplained, and it sort of chronicles our friendship and how we. Sorry, I'm gonna hold my mic for me. And it chronicles how we met, but also how we took that kind of we joke the fame and the brains and turned it into something really powerful to help bring awareness to mental health issues and share our story and provide hope and yada yada. So.
The book is coming out September. She got accepted over 3,000 people. 300,000 people. 300 million. No, wait. Was it 300 million or 3,000?
The entire population of the U.S.
Yeah. Anyways, it's really a hard book to get accepted to, but her amazing story and actually how we kind of met is really a cool story. So it's coming out September, so I'm so proud of her. She's an amazing writer, and you're going to see it on the shelves in all the bookstores. The Chicken Soup for the Soul series is huge. This is probably like their 20th book. So look for both of our names in this upcoming book that's coming out September.
Alrighty, and any way to keep up with you online, and a final message for all your wonderful fans?
No, there's no way. I don't want anybody contacting me. I'm just teasing. So, just a little joke from Sailor Moon. I'm on Twitter now. I wasn't a couple years ago. Facebook, Instagram. You can it's my name, Jennifer Cihi. And then I also have two Facebook page, Jennifer Cihi Singer. You can always like that. And, who knows, the Lake House. Yeah, and you messed me up now. I'm saying the wrong word. I don't even remember my own company name. I love it.
Everybody works.
Lake House Studios. I'm going to be having a webpage for that too. And then, of course, Mariposa, transformmariposa.com. So if you can't, blink your eyes like Genie and telepathically get out to me, you can have all those different places of getting a hold of me. So I hope you guys check out what we're doing. So glad to be here. I love the fans. I still love singing Sailor Moon songs. And thank you guys for having me again.
Oh, it's more than welcome. Thank you so much for coming out and talking with us, Jennifer. It's been lovely, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you so much.